going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got to talk about J.J. Redick being in trouble with Winston-Salem State University and their alums after a comment he made to disrespect Stephen A. Smith, but it backfired in the sense that they weren't as concerned with him saying his piece about Stephen A. Smith, but kind of tarnishing the legacy of Winston-Salem State, or attempting to do that, which he could never tarnish it, but you have players that's greater than him that came from Winston-Salem State, like Earl the Pearl Monroe. You know what I'm saying? You compare his career with J.J. Redick's career, there is no comparison. And just because he went to Duke, that doesn't discredit the level of basketball or even the institution that is Winston-Salem State University. I mean, you got to think, in Coach K's early coaching days, he went to Clarence Big House Gaines, the legendary Winston-Salem State coach, for advice. So don't try to gloss over the HBCU like that to use them as a punchline and what you're saying against Stephen A. Smith. You know, you could see, like, I'm just showing you a lot of the quotes that was said. I'm going to show you again what J.J. Redick had to say, and then I'll be back with my commentary. Check it out.
Everything he does is for a reason. And whether this is to put a little bit of pressure on the Lakers to improve the roster, whether this is to send a subtweet to his teammates, whatever it is, there's a reason he did this. But I believe there's some earnesty in these comments, and it's not just for a calculated reason. He's coming off year 20, age 38, a long playoff run where he's had to play a ton of minutes with an injury, and it's just human nature that you would begin to say, oh, maybe I'm nearing the end.
Go ahead, Wendy. I mean, I listened to every word JJ just said. I don't understand much of what he just said, but I listen. But go ahead, Wendy.
Well, you didn't play,
first,
Stephen A.
And then I'll try. Exactly.
You didn't play.
I didn't comprehend. I'm sorry.
You don't understand athletic mortality. 3 games at wherever South Dakota, Winston-Salem State doesn't count.
I got you. I understand. I got a degree and I'm here on TV with you. I must be doing something right.
Oh, you're definitely doing things right.
You damn right. Go ahead,
Okay,
Wendy.
guys, let's go.
So to contextualize what J.J. Redick was talking about, you know, he went on a spiel about why LeBron might have been doing what he was doing, talking about or hitting at retirement to motivate his teammates and everything. And Stephen A. Smith, you know, he had a different take, and he was like, well, you wouldn't understand, Stephen A., because you played at South Dakota, Winston-Salem State. And calling it South Dakota, Winston-Salem State is very disrespectful, and it's not like these schools are located anywhere remotely close to each other where you could get them mixed up. For one, J.J. Redick, he's from Virginia, and he played at Duke, so he knows exactly the name of Winston-Salem State. It's not even nothing he could confuse. It's just a few hours away from where he played his college basketball. So that's not going to go great with him. I mean, he's got Winston-Salem State alums and people that go to Winston-Salem State that are fans of his from being at Duke. So to say this, it's absolutely crazy. There's no way he could have lived in North Carolina for 4 years and not known about North Carolina, about Central, A&T, all these schools. He knows exactly what he's saying. So this is the issue and exception people are taking with it. If you've ever been to North Carolina, a lot of times those schools are jumping in a different way where they have their own, you know, that HBCU culture is different. And, you know, those homecomings are the littest in the state. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't hear them talking about, are you going to the North Carolina Tar Heels homecoming or Duke homecoming? It's A&T homecoming. You know, are you going there? Or Winston-Salem State, they homecoming. Fayetteville State, you know, you hear about the HBCU's homecoming, you know, where we're from. That was kind of the issue people took with it, like how important the culture is here is too great to be dismissed in the fashion that JJ was attempting to do. Now get off on Stephen A., say what you got to say. talk about how little he played at Winston-Salem State. If you're going to have that take about him on First Take, no pun intended. But when you start saying, because you played at Winston-Salem State, Stephen A. Smith was there under Clarence Big House Gaines, who also coached Earl the Pearl Monroe. So when you take that approach, it's like, what you trying to say? That's where it's at right now. So JJ can apologize for this, or he could not say nothing about it. But
for years, series after series, and Stephen A., I just want to apologize because I will admit something, and I shouldn't admit this. I let you get underneath my skin in the A block, and I was a little flustered, and I misspoke. I had a little brain lapse, and I couldn't say Winston-Salem State University, and I did not mean any disrespect to that university or to you. But what I was trying to get at was this idea of athletic mortality. I think it's really interesting because this is the first time that we've ever heard LeBron.
Okay, guys, so I had to delete the last part of my video because I came across this clip where JJ actually ate it like a man and apologized, before he got on social media. So I've seen this, and it means a lot for him as a man to say exactly what he did. Now, to me, that's a real apology, saying I let you get under my skin. So he didn't come at it like, because you did this, you did. No, I messed up, and by me getting in my feelings, I lashed out in this way. So I got to cover that too. When a man is a man, it may not be as popular to cover, things getting cleared up, but I like that as a man, so I give JJ a little more respect going forward. So disregard any part of the beginning of my video, whereas I was saying he didn't apologize. Now, I meant what I said about other stuff, but as far as him not apologizing, he did actually apologize. So I wanted to share that part, and hey, that's all you can ask. Now, some people might forgive him, some people might not, but he did it right away. He felt convicted, in his spirit about it. And it was before he could get on Twitter or anything and see what people were saying about him. So that made me respect it even more, because it was right after. So, hey, a man say what he did wrong and he apologizes, I have to give him that, especially if it's not a repeat behavior type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had to cut it off and insert that clip in there. But shoot, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.